Wow, well, what a wonderful assembly of heroes and hardworking Canadians. Thank you to all of you for all the work that you've been doing and will be doing. I think you don't want to prejudge things, but I'm a little bit superstitious. But nonetheless, I think at the end of the day, when we're finished with all this, a lot of people are going to spend a lot of time talking about how well you've done what you've done and what we can learn from what you've done so well. And so I just want to, on behalf of the people of the province, thank all of you for the work that you've put in. And I know some of you are a little bit tired, and I know it took a while, or that, you know, we've got good food for you, and that's all good, but you're not at home, you're here, and thank you for that. So I'll hand it over to the Prime Minister.
Thank you, Rachel. And yeah, how about a huge, amazing round of applause for Rachel. The Premier has been exceptional. From our very first conversations on this middle of last week, we have been working extremely closely. She's been keeping us in the loop. We've been making sure that whatever is needed, through her, through directly, all of you, has been responsive. The one thing I have to say, though, is the perspective. I mean, I was not able to get here until now, so I was following all the updates and watching the images on TV and just seeing the scale and the scope of this. I don't think Canadians yet understand what happened here. They know there was a fire. They're beginning to hear the wonderful news that so much of the town was saved. They don't yet understand that that wasn't a fluke of wind or rain or luck that happened. This was the extraordinary response by people such as yourselves. The work you did to save so much of this community, to save so much of this city and the downtown core and so many homes was unbelievable. And it really is a reflection not just of your extraordinary capacities and training, but to your courage and your will. The incredibly long days, the back-breaking and sometimes heartbreaking work that you were doing, the extraordinary presence you had that reassured everyone watching, including the Prime Minister, that everything was being done here was just amazing to see. And in the stories that will be told in the coming days and weeks of heroism, of valor, of courage, of astonishing feats of coordination and collaboration. The number of different groups and agencies who are working here together is an unbelievable testament to more than just your own individual strengths, but to our strengths as a community, as a province, and indeed as a country. One of the things that I had the opportunity of meeting the president of Poland last week, who, like so many different world leaders, really expressed their support, their offer of help, their thoughts for us. But he specifically said, look, it's a testament to the strength of your government that the evacuation happened the way it did and that everyone is safe. And I said, listen, I'll take a little bit of credit for that I don't deserve. I pass it on to the province that deserves a lot more, and to the emergency services that deserve a hell of a lot more for the way it was coordinated. But we also have to recognize the individuals themselves, the entire community, mobilizing, evacuating under extraordinary guidance from all of you, but that wasn't the kind of chaos that it could have been, once again goes to the strength and the heart of Canadians. Ce qu'on a pu accomplir ici pour démontrer la force de notre communauté, la bravoure de nos individus, mais l'intelligence de notre coordination est vraiment extraordinaire. To see so many different people from so many different agencies coming together the way you have is really an extraordinary feat that many of you, because you're in it, you'll have seen this little hiccup and that little challenge. But from the whole scope of it, what has been achieved here is, quite frankly, amazing. Of course, it's not over. Much of the emergency has passed, although there's still a number of concerns that people are looking at. But now we will move into the next phases of cleanup and of rebuilding. And this is something that I know not just all of you, but all of Canada is going to be very, very much involved in. The strength of this community has touched everyone across this country. The links that everyone across this country, from the East Coast to the West Coast to the North, have directly to Fort McMurray are once again becoming very clear. But mostly, the resolve Canadians have that we've shown time and time again to be there for each other when we need help. For many years, Fort McMurray contributed huge amounts to Canada's well-being, to the growth of our economy. Now this community needs help, and I can guarantee you Canada will be here for this community. Merci beaucoup tout le monde. Thank you for everything you're doing. Thank you for letting me interrupt the amazing work that you're all doing as well. Merci.